So I showed you how to go from a known item we'd found in Academic Search Premier and look at who cited it, time cited, and also the, the reference list in Web of Science. Now I'm going to show you how to do the same thing using Google Scholar, or parts of the same thing using Google Scholar. I have Google Scholar as a search setup here in Firefox. I can also just go to Scholar, and let's find that swimmers, the scapular rotation in swimmers. See, I have find text set up, and now it says it's cited by 55. We can look at that. You might notice that that's a few more times cited than we got in Web of Science. Usually Google Scholar has more times cited, and I don't know if it's exactly the same set with a few more or if they're slightly different sets, but that's something you could look into. Now let's see if I want to import some of these into Mendeley. Click on that, and I can add this one to it. And it will add it to my library. I can also add it in Zotero. Here's my Human Physiology 212. Click on this, add that one, and it will automatically load it. And there it is. And this will let me now make a bibliography, create a bibliography from the item. I don't know if you can see that. If I select it and then press Control on my Mac. There's more about how to use these features on the links I have in the lecture notes that are up on Blackboard. So that's using Google Scholar to Perl. Unfortunately, Google Scholar doesn't let us look at the reference list. You have to do Web of Science to do that. But we've now taken one article and we've looked at two different databases for more recent ones that are on the same topic, and we've looked at one database to see things that are older. So let's also take a look at this same article in PubMed. So here's the same article, and now I'm going to look at it and look at the mesh terms. And here are the mesh terms, and I might find that shoulder impingement syndrome and swimming are the two things that I want to do more search on. I can also see these related citations. Often give me some good links. So shoulder impingement syndrome. I'm going to add that to my search. See, it adds it here. And that star meant that it was a mesh major heading, which means it's primarily about that, and swimming as well. I'm going to add that to the search, and it automatically adds it with an and. And now I'm going to search. And I get a nice set of two things on this topic that may or may not be helpful. Okay, that's it. And I can also use Zotero and Mendeley in here as well as Web of Science.